Hello, I'm Andy and welcome to Vectra News, your fill of gaming news for the week of the 17th of January 2015. Coming up in this week's episode, H1Z1 players are upset when the game is coined pay to win. UK police arrest a man in conjunction to the Christmas Day DDoS attacks on the PlayStation Network and Xbox Live. Hotline Miami 2 is banned in Australia, and Twitch licenses over 500 songs for streamers. Players of H1Z1, Sony Online Entertainment's zombie survival MMO, which was launched on Steam's Early Access, have been disappointed this week as they've discovered microtransaction airdrops in the game which contain some weapons. This made some believe they had been misled with the game. When the game was first talked about 8 months ago, John Smedley, the president of SOE, answered some questions on Reddit that specifically stated, "We will not be selling guns, ammo, food, water." That's kind of the whole game, and it would suck in our opinion if we did that. Despite this, weapons and ammo have been in some airdrops. It seems that people's main issue with this is the fact that being in a post-apocalyptic world, you wouldn't really be able to call in airdrops. It's a bit immersion breaking, having UPS just send you a package, even if anyone can just come and steal it. In games like DayZ, it's actually fairly hard to find a weapon, and just being able to buy something and have it drop right in front of you has really annoyed people. After this kicked off, Smedley again took to Reddit to try and clarify and defend their decision, quoting an 8-month-old Reddit post after numerous streams and interviews where we've been quite public and putting front and centre in our what to expect document, which was right on the purchase page, just makes it blatantly unfair in my opinion. However, it seems that in a stream dated the 12th of January, which is available on the H1Z1 channel, it was said,
there's no way you can get ammo any other way. You can't buy ammo.
Right.
You can't buy guns.
Right.
You can't get them out of a crate.
Right.
There's zero way. You have to find them in the world.
which seems to blow the whole argument out of the water. That using an 8-month-old Reddit post is a bit unfair. In light of the complaints, it doesn't look like airdrops will be removed from H1Z1, but instead the following changes will happen. They will dramatically widen the radius they come in. It was noted that it was too small from what they were currently observing. They're going to make sure that the chance for guns is much lower and much more rare. They will be upping the minimum number of people on a server to allow airdrops to happen. It's set at 50 at the moment, but they're going to at least double it. And making the plane fly even slower. This is to allow other players to seemingly get closer and be able to have more of a chance of getting the package. As a result of these issues, Smedley has offered refunds to anyone who feels that the airdrops are an issue. Anyone who bought the game before 10:30 AM Pacific Standard Time on the 16th of the 1st, 2015 that wants a refund has until Monday the 19th to email the address which is on screen now. However, according to Reddit user FrakeVE, you can also get a refund via Steam by going to your account details, going to store transactions, and according to him there will be a little refund game green click button under H1Z1. If you click that, then that will refund the cost of your game to your Steam wallet. According to the Southeast Regional Organised Crime Units, or SECU, Twitter account, an 18-year-old has been arrested in connection with the DDoS attacks to Xbox Live and PlayStation Network over Christmas. Responsibilities of these attacks were claimed by the group Lizard Squad. It seems that the man, according to some sources, is a Jordan Cameron, known online as Geordie, Evil Geordie or GDK Geordie, was arrested in Southport under the Computer Misuse Act of 1990 as part of a joint investigation with the UK cybercrime units and the FBI. It seems that Geordie is also being charged with swatting. An individual using a variant of the name Geordie was named by the FBI in a criminal complaint form back in September 2014, which mentions bomb threats which were called into the police for Arlentown High School and St John's Vinery High School in January 2014. It also makes specific mention to Geordie being present on the SWAT call to the University of Connecticut. A 28-page document is available online and will be linked below. The head of the cybercrime unit at SECU said that they were still in the early stages of the investigation and there is still much work to be done. He went on to say, "We will continue to work closely with the FBI to identify those who commit offences and hold them to account." Deputy Chief Constable Peter Goodman went on to urge the industry, communities and individuals to protect themselves by implementing basic security measures. Hotline Miami 2 has become the 4th game to be refused classification in Australia, which essentially means it's banned and it won't be sold in the country in its current state. The other 3 games to date have been South Park The Stick of Truth, Saints Row 4 and State of Decay, which have all gone on sale since, although slightly censored. According to the Australian Certification Board, the game has been refused classification. This is due to the fact they think it depicts, express or otherwise, deals with matters of sex, drug misuse or addiction, crime, cruelty, violence, or revolting or abhorrent phenomena in such a way that offend against the standards of morality, dysentery, and propriety generally accepted by reasonable adults to the extent that they should not be classified. The scene in question seems to be the same one that some people reacted negatively about back in 2013 in a demo of the game. In response to the Australian Certification Board, one of the game's designers, Jonathan Soderstrom, encouraged an Australian fans pirate the game if it's kept from their local retailer. Devolver Digital also posted the following statement on their blog page. "We are aware of the recent report published by the Australian Certification Board in regards to Hotline Miami 2 and have been in communications with them. As such, we at Dennerton Games would like to clarify a few things. First, to clear up any possible misconceptions, the opening cinematic that was first shown in June 2013 has not changed in any way. We also want to make clear that players are given the choice at the start of the game as to whether they wish to avoid content that alludes to sexual violence. The sequence in question is presented below in context, both after choosing the uncut version of the game and after choosing to avoid the context that alludes to sexual violence. Second, in response to the report itself, we're concerned and disappointed that a board of professionals tasked with evaluating and judging games fairly and honestly would stretch the facts to such a degree and issue a report that describes specific thrusting actions that are not simply present in the sequence in question and incorrectly portrays what was presented to them for review. Though we have no plans to officially change the ruling, we stand by our developers, the creative vision of the storyline, its characters and the game, and look forward to delivering Hotline Miami 2 Wrong Number to its fans very soon." Additionally, Devolver Digital have published an unlisted video on YouTube which shows the scene in question, and a link will be in the description below. Please be aware that some viewers may find the themes and content of the video disturbing. Hotline Miami 2 will be out for the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Vita and PC sometime in Q1 2015. Back in August 2014, Twitch changed its policies, muting archived footage with copyrighted music, which caused a lot of VODs, including one of Twitch's itself, to be muted for 30 minutes after the music had been flagged. They have now launched two initiatives. First, they've added a music library that has more than 500 songs which have been pre-cleared and safe for Twitch broadcasters to use live in VODs. However, just as a warning, the tracks are not necessarily cleared for YouTube if anyone's planning to record on Twitch and export to there. I'd also like to point out that Twitch are not changing their current audio recognition system, so all past VODs will most likely be unaffected. They've also announced a music category beta, which allows musicians to create, perform and present original music, as well as also launching a new 24-hour Twitch music channel for Monster Cat. Twitch has also created a new FAQ section on their site to help answer any questions users may have. But that's all for Vectra News this week. Don't forget to like, favourite, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and check out vectranews.co.uk to keep up to date with everything in the network. Keep a watchful eye on the channel as a spawn point will be starting up again soon. But, as always, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.